Dunks are the most spectacular play in the NBA. Every year, millions of people tune into the NBA hoping to see a thunderous dunk by one of the league's best high flyers. With dunks being the most impressive aspect of the NBA, let's take a look at 19 NBA dunks that are worth watching over and over again. Michael Jordan free throw line dunk, 1988. The first dunk on this list isn't an in-game dunk, but it still remains one of the most iconic moments in sports history. A young Michael Jordan launched himself from the free throw line, connecting on a dunk that is still celebrated to this very day. It's now common practice in today's NBA, but no one will ever forget MJ's trademark moment. Blake Griffin over Timothy Mozgov, 2010. Detroit Pistons forward Blake Griffin has some of the most electrifying dunks we have ever seen, and in 2010 he posterized 7-footer Timmy Mozgov while playing for the Los Angeles Clippers. The Clippers bench couldn't believe it, and neither could we. LeBron James self alley-oop 2017. There's not much the King can't do, and dunking is one of the very best aspects of his game. During the 2017 NBA Finals, James made the court his very own playground as he threw it off the backboard to himself for the jaw-dropping jam. DeAndre Jordan, all over Brandon Knight 2013. Brandon Knight has a long list of bad moments on an NBA court, and it all started in 2013 when Clippers' DeAndre Jordan dunked all over him to send the crowd into a frenzy. Dwyane Wade, poster on Anderson Vargo, 2009. Dwyane Wade was a walking highlight in his prime, and in 2009, in a battle against the Cavs and good friend LeBron James, Wade posterized James's teammate, Anderson Vargo, in one of the greatest and ones we have ever seen. Baron Davis, 2007 playoffs over Andre Kirilenko. Baron Davis may be a forgotten scoring machine nowadays, but his dunk on Andre Kirilenko in the 2007 playoffs lives long in the memory of any true NBA fan. There weren't as many highlights for the Warriors back then as there are now, but Davis's dunk belongs on any all-time list. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit the bell icon to be notified when we post our videos. Shaquille O'Neal, the disrespect on Chris Dudley, 1999. Shaquille O'Neal is widely recognized as the most physically dominant player that's ever lived. And it's with good reason. It comes as no surprise that he has a collection of rims he's broken throughout his career in his backyard. Shaq was ruthless in the paint, and Chris Dudley felt his full wrath in 1999 when Shaq demoralized him under the basket and on the way down. J.R. Smith, the Flying Man, 2010. J.R. Smith's dunk on Gary Neal in 2010 was made extra special by the commentary, "We just saw a man fly." Nevertheless, this is probably one of the best moments of Smith's career that includes 2 championship rings. Kobe Bryant. Ouch, Dwight, 2004. Dwight Howard has famously stated this moment in 2004 was the first time he's ever been dunked on in his entire career. Ironically enough, it was by the late, great Kobe Bryant, who went on to be a teammate of Howard's 6 years later. It didn't work out well for Howard in LA the first time around, and it didn't work out for him on this play either. Kobe Bryant. Gotcha, KG, 2004. In the same year, Kobe Bryant put Defensive Player of the Year Kevin Garnett on a poster. Bryant was underrated athletically during his early Lakers days and put together some of the greatest in-game dunks we have ever seen. Allen Iverson. Jam over Marcus Camby, 1998. Scoring assassin Allen Iverson was barely 6 feet tall when he played, making this jam over Marcus Camby ridiculously impressive. AI got up on this play and got 2 points the unconventional way. LeBron James. Rest in peace, Jason Terry, 2013. Jason Terry was listed as dead on Wikipedia after this moment. LeBron James jumped out of the mezzanine to throw down the nasty alley-oop on Terry, leaving him sprawled out on the floor and the TD Garden in shock. James got a technical foul for staring Terry down afterwards, but we can all agree it was totally worth it. Jon Starks. The play no one ever talks about, 1993. MJ fans choose to erase this moment from their memory, but New York Knicks' Jon Starks did throw it down on him. Die-hard Bulls fans try to downplay this dunk, but the truth is, his airness got a taste of his own medicine on this play. The Knicks don't have much to celebrate in their history, but this was a bright spot. Chris Webber, power forward on power forward crime, 1994. Chris Webber went at his fellow power forward Charles Barkley in 1994, and boy did it pay off. The sheer difficulty it takes to switch hands behind the back and throw it down is amazing, and it was the best possible introduction for Webber in '94 as a rookie. Vince Carter, one of many, 2005. We'd be doing ourselves a disservice if we didn't include arguably the greatest dunker of all time on this list in Vince Carter. Vinsanity rose up in 2005 against one of the greatest defenders in league history, Alonzo Mourning, to throw it down in 2005. Michael Jordan, Knicks rivalry, 1991. Michael Jordan had his fair share of beef with the Knicks, so there was no sweeter moment than when he jammed on Knicks star Patrick Ewing in 1991. This dunk was made more impressive considering Jordan is double-teamed for most of the possession, but wiggled free to embarrass Ewing at the rim. Scottie Pippen, Ewing again, 1994. Sorry, Patty, but we need to include Scottie Pippen's transition dunk on you. With Jordan retired, Pippen picked up the reins for the Bulls, and Ewing picked up another Kodak moment in 1994 because of it. Shawn Kemp, In Your Face, 1992. Shawn Kemp is another name that undoubtedly deserves to be on this list. True dunk enthusiasts will never forget Kemp as one of the most dominant dunkers in NBA history, and this was highlighted in 1992, when Kemp threw down the greatest in-your-face dunk of all time. Julius Erving, Rock the Baby, 1983. Dr. J was the original pioneer of dunking, and it's fitting we finish off this list with his highlight on Michael Cooper in 1983. Dr. J rocked the basketball like a baby and showed off his unbelievable athleticism that was ahead of his time. Erving is the godfather of dunking and transcended it to become the cultural phenomenon it is today. What is one NBA dunk you can watch over and over again? Let us know in the comments.